Today we will talk about you at 12 grades, you seniors. You're gonna go to workplace and you're gonna find a job, the best job ever. Doing that thing on the roof over there right now. But we will be discussing about something very important. Imagine that I come into the classroom today with my short and my shirt, maybe my swimming suit, and I can walk into class. What you guys gonna think about me?
You're very lazy, very casual.
Casual, what else?
Local.
Local? And how are you gonna act because you saw me like this?
Just ignore her. What should we act? Not professional.
No professional, thank you. All right. Do you judge people on how they dress?
Yes. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. All right, that's what we're gonna be discussing today. And what should I do first? Okay, I'll show you guys a video first. And this is a good video. What not to wear to a job interview? A real job, okay?
I'm applying for a job as an office assistant. What is she wearing? After that, I'm in the list of what not to wear at a job. Goofy t-shirts or don't. The shirt says party naked. Wear to a party, not an interview.
Oops.
That in him are just unprofessional. You're not coming to work to model your Ralph Lauren or California mustard. Let a dog one.
Oh no.
How that show too much grass on any news that are unprofessional.
I would hire
They
her.
say that you come to work to flirt, not handle business. Hi. Don't go crazy with the middle of the story.
Okay, that's just a little part of looking professional when you come to an interview. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. And what can anyone can read our outcomes that I want you guys to have when you finish? Oh, there's three of you guys. One of you guys each.
Students define and examine safe behaviors and practices in the workplace.
Number two.
Students list safe behaviors and practices in the workplace.
Good. Three.
Students practice the safe behaviors, practices in class, and we write a report of their experiences.
All right. Okay, today we're going to be discussing about what are behaviors in the workplace. Okay? Oh, and for the question about what you call that thing? About dress. Okay? And I had a good example, and this is a real one. I went to Tahiti, and I had $300 to buy pearls. And going to this jewelry store, me and my sister, because we were dressed like local, short t-shirt, just went in there. And the girl looked at us, and she was like, and then they were like, they had 10 minutes, they're gonna be closing. And I told the girl, oh, I'm here to look for a purse. She's, oh, no, 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 we cannot help you guys. We have to close. We have to go. I was like, no, no, I need to buy some. She was, oh, no, 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 sorry, we're gonna close. I told my sister, okay, let's go. And then we left. We went to another store, and they're like, oh, just come in and sit down, and you can choose any purse you want. I was like, see. And why they did that? Because one lady was there. She was like dressed up nice, and they were like, "Oh yeah, choose this, this, this." So see how much people add, but they never got my $300. Too bad. Okay, and it's the same for going to get a job. If you wanna get a job, you need to dress nice, and especially when you have to know rules in a workplace. Let's take the examples of working at PCC. And today we're going to have a discussion. And this ball over here, when I throw the ball to you guys, you have to tell us what do you think about behaviors, safe behaviors. Okay? You have to discuss about behaviors. Ready? In a workplace. Because all of you guys have a job. Yeah? Oh yeah, you too, you have a job. She just started work out the luau. Now you know your job, okay? You're gonna participate too. Okay. Tell us what are the behaviors when you are at the work?
At my job, dancing, when there are pretty clueless girls, I'm not supposed to go out. Hey, put it up. Give me your number. Because that's not appropriate. But when I'm not working, I call. So I'm like, hey, give me your number.
Oh, do you
No,
want
no, no, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Safe behaviors in our workplace. I work with a lot of heavy lights and audio equipment. And so we always have to make sure we have someone with us moving it because we don't want it to fall and get damaged or fall and hurt anybody else that is with us. So just making sure that you're aware of your surroundings and the materials that you are working with is an example of safe behaviors practices in the workplace.
All right. So I work at the call center,
Mm-hmm.
and we do have to wear uniform. You know, like you can't just go barefooted or if you don't shave, you don't take a shower. You gotta wear a uniform. That's the uniform they give you when you first start. And you gotta go there and be presentable. You gotta comb your hair, put some gel. That's how it's supposed to.
Okay, next question for that discussion. How do you know what to do in a workplace? How did you know to use your machine, or how do you know that you have to wear uniforms?
We have a supervisor tells us what to do. When I got hired, he explained the processes and just kind of the order of operations of things, how things worked, where things went, and how to do our job correctly. So I think that's a really important part of working, is making sure that you have someone who knows how to teach you things, and then after you learn how to do them, you can teach people who get hired, or just remind your coworkers if they're not doing something correctly. So.
There are trainings, there are guidelines, they call it bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
Yeah,
What is
bureaucratic. Bureaucratics, you have to go through the rules, you have to qualify, everything like that. It's for our own safety. So that's how we know to dance, what to do, what not to do, all that. Conduct.
How much?
Well, when you first get hired, you told me in an interview what to do, and they give you a list of the not to bring. And see they make you watch video rotation. Same thing as last night. I'm transferring on campus, so last night I watched the orientation. But now I know how it works.
Orientation, yeah.
Orientation.
So you can't skip the
Orientation.
you
Okay.
can't skip the videos before you take the quiz.
Okay. Now, if you have all those videos to watch, what, for example, something wrong happened in your workplace, do you know what the process and the sequence, process you have to do? Like someone hit co-workers. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh my gosh.
Hit him. Hit him.
Hit him back, yeah. Justice is my hand, you know? That's what I would do.
I gotta report it to your supervisor.
Yeah, but your supervisor is her son.
Supervisor, that's the son.
Yeah. What are you
You
gonna
still
do?
report to the supervisor. If things get out of hand, you report to the big boss. Supervisors are just supervisors. They got nothing. But the boss is the one that actually hired you. The one that actually signed your hiring forms. So even though it's the son, or I know there's a lot of things like UAU or PCC to get hired because
Mommy is
it's the
there.
nephew, the cousins, or whatever. Well, just do and follow the procedures given in the orientation video.
I agree with Mana. I think it's important to report problems to the supervisor, regardless of who it is, and hope that there's some kind of integrity on the supervisor's part. If there's not, then there's nothing you can do. You can only control so much of your job. But it requires a lot of trust in reporting problems to a supervisor.
But how do you have a proof? What are the proof that it really happened and there's something wrong?
Hopefully there is another witness. If there's not, you can look for video surveillance. If not, then you can try your best to convince your supervisor or your boss or whoever. If you're telling the truth, hopefully they'll believe you. If there's nothing you can do, then perhaps approach the people who had an argument, disagreement, fight or whatever, and try to see if you can solve any problems on their end.
All right. And what happened if you got fired, but you don't know why you are fired for? Fired from your job, but you don't know what's going on.
First of all, you never get fired. That's the number one rule.
But this is real life, real place.
Sometimes you do get fired, you can sue the company, use a lawyer. However, if you do that, make sure you have a big bank account, a lot of money, because lawyers aren't free, huh? Well, you're getting sued, and that's for sure. If you're international students, I think you have everything on your side.
So,
His beard's back.
we're proud. Okay. Next question that we're gonna discuss about: what are practices that are safe for a workplace?
What are what?
Practices.
Practices.
Is it safe to come at midnight to your job, to your work?
Depends.
Workplace?
If your job requires you to be there at midnight, like security.
Okay. Give me a day of work that you have. Sorry.
A day of work.
Yeah, like what do you do during like a
Like a
typical
normal
day? Yeah,
Okay,
normal day.
so I work at the auditorium on campus, and so we do lights and sound.
Oh, you're gonna be that night.
There's
Ah.
tonight I'll be there. So we do lights and sound for shows and ensembles, and so it requires us to set up lights. So we program them into our system, and then if there's any light or sound changes, we make sure that we use the light board, the soundboard to make that happen. And then after the concert is over, we take down everything from the concert. We go through the seats and make sure there's nothing like trash or litter, and then we set up for the next show.
Question, changing the lights, is that dangerous? You have to go up there.
sometimes. There is a certain level of danger, yeah, but there's a lot of,
Is he gonna
platform
eat
stuff
at
out
the
there.
thing tonight?
It's fun, I like it.
That's where the Phantom of the Opera kills people. On those platforms.
Gonna be at the thing?
Alright, you.
Typical day.
A typical day, alright, so I wake up around 7 o'clock. And I start with my prayer and I read my scriptures. Take a shower.
Alright, let's skip that.
Go to work. Usually, when I go to work, I just clock in on my phone and I get there and I just log in. I don't even say hi sometimes. Because just that's the mood. At the beginning, I was saying hi, but nobody responds to it. It was like, alright, let's just go straight in.
What kind of practice is that? If someone is it good to have someone like there's no communication between
We do
workers?
have communication, even though we're right next to each other, we just email each other. I'm serious.
It's pretty normal.
No more talking on your work then.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much how it is.
All right. And this is our closure too. If you were the boss, the big boss of a company, and you have rules that the employees have to follow, practices that you want them to follow, how are you gonna feel if the employees are not even taking care of the rules?
Well,
Following the rules.
gonna have an interview, a one-on-one with me. And then we're gonna do an evaluation to make sure he's doing his job properly.
Good.
If it's
Evaluation.
not, then, after the third evaluation, well, even before, we already decided that he's fired. That's as simple as it is.
All right.
I got
What do you think, Go?
So first, I would only hire the girls that wear bikinis to the interview.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just kidding. So if they don't
Yeah,
wear
I'm failing
bikinis
already.
to work, then they're fired. I'm just kidding. They're probably fired if they disobey a direct policy of the company. After a couple warnings, I'll give a couple warnings, but that's basically the idea. If they don't listen, they're fired. That's it.
How about if he was your family?
I would fire them. Yeah. No
That's
special.
why you never have family.
No special favors.
No, fit your favors. Good, good.
Only if she's wearing a bikini. I'll hire her.
Because the problem with family, the grandpa will come.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Oh,
Okay, last question, and we're gonna be done with our class today. Please take a piece of paper that you don't have to take, and write down what 3 things that you remember from your discussion that will make your workplace safe.
Okay.
And we're gonna share. You can email if you want to, and also wait. And I'm gonna show you guys one last video. Hopefully it's gonna work.
Dude, I always bring pen. Last 2 lessons I brought pen. No one said anything.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Oh no, I never did. I wasn't with you.
I put it up in.
I brought Twix last time. It's like a real.
It's Fashion Week, darling. Oh my god, obsessed. This dress weighs more than Amber. Oh my god, thank you so much. Don't forget to hydrate. You've graduated from basic to baller.
She's super pretty.
Smart butter.
With the world economy,
You guys know this show?
top corporations must adapt to survive.
Yes. Love the show.
Yeah.
What is the show?
Bosses of some of Canada's biggest companies are about to take extreme action.
right, now.
We'll watch it anyway.
They're going undercover in their own organizations.
Oh, undercover boss. That's it.
Yep.
We follow the CEO of the largest pizza chain in the country. He will be posing as an unemployed oil rigger looking for fresh opportunities. You're in for a treat. He'll ditch his corporate suit for a company cap. And as he struggles on the front lines,
Everything's time based. Quick.
he'll be confronted with uncomfortable truths, forcing him to right what's wrong to make the company stronger.
Go.
He'll meet the unsung heroes who have helped turn Pizza into a multi-million-dollar success. Then, at the end of it all, come clean about who he really is.
That's interesting.
And once the shocking truth is revealed, lives will never be the same again.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll watch the whole thing.
Because this is
Okay, undercover boss.
It's a great show.
Okay, it's a great show and it's a good example of how we should treat our employees because, hey, we never know, the boss can come around. But it's too hard over here to do that. That's my lesson today. Thank you for listening.
Yay.
Yay.